Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. My name is Marta and I'm so happy to have you here. For today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this eye look. I feel like it's like 99% of the time I always use warm tones, so I wanted to try cool tones today and I really like it. It is a bit dramatic, but I hope you like it. And of course, I explain it to you step by step. That way, if you want to recreate it, it can be easy for you. So I really hope this tutorial helps you. Before we get started, if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button to be a part of this little family and turn on the bell notification so you won't miss any of my videos. And to give this video a big thumbs up, please, if you do like this look. And now, let's get started. So I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer and a flat brush to clean the bottom of my eyebrows. And you can see that the tone of the concealer is like 2 or 3 shades lighter than the rest of my face. But that's okay because I'm also going to be using this concealer as a primer for my eyeshadows. And using a light shade as a base for your eyeshadows is going to help to bring out the pigmentation and just bring out the best of every tone of eyeshadow you apply on the eyelid. And once the eyeshadows are complete, the brow bone doesn't even look that light. It looks really nice and makes the brow bone stand out. Today I'm going to be using this new eyeshadow palette from Beauty Lightshow Slay. I'm going to grab this eyeshadow with the brush from Profusion and I'm going to apply it directly on top of the creamy concealer, just on the crease, and it's going to be from the inner corner to the outer corner, and it's going to look like a rainbow like that. And once it's there, I'm going to start blending it out, going back and forth or in circular motions above the crease. And when I start blending it out, you can see that it's going to start moving higher towards the eyebrow. When you're blending out eyeshadows, it's important for you to use a light hand. You don't want to apply a lot of pressure, especially if you're applying dark eyeshadows, and you don't want to have a lot of product on the brush, which is why I always apply it lower, which is right on the crease, and then start blending it out a little bit higher once most of the product is on the crease. Then with whatever's left on the brush, I use that to help blend out the edges, and it starts moving higher but looking nice and blended. And since I do want the color to show up a little more and I want to move it higher, I'm going to do the same thing by applying another layer on the crease and then start blending it out. Now I'm going to grab this eyeshadow with a smaller brush and I'm going to apply it right on the crease, and it's going to be the same from the inner corner to the outer corner. I'm just going to go back and forth and then start blending it out in circular motions, going higher. And I obviously don't want to cover up the first eyeshadow I applied, so I'm just going to blend it out a little bit lower than the first eyeshadow. The reason why I want to use a smaller brush is because the eyeshadow is a bit darker, so I feel like I have more control of where I apply the eyeshadow and where I blend out the eyeshadow. That way I don't start with too much product. So I really love this brush. This one comes in the Rimmel eyeshadow palette. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of the e.l.f. Cosmetics concealer with a flat brush. This one is from Anastasia, and I'm first going to apply it on the center of my eyelid, and then I'm going to work my way up towards the crease. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to keep checking the other eye just to make sure that they're even. I don't want to go over. So I slowly work my way up and then complete the cut crease. I'm just going to have this on the center. I don't want to do the cut crease on the inner corner or the outer corner. And I feel like it's a lot easier if I do this in tapping motions and just little by little make it bigger or longer or however I want it. But you don't want to start with a lot of product, and the edges of the concealer right on the inner corner and the outer corner have to be nice and blended in order for the eyeshadows that you apply on top of the concealer or on the inner corners for them to apply and blend out really nice. That's really important. And I like to blend it out in tapping motions, making sure that I don't have too much product on the brush, just whatever is left on the brush. And if I have a lot, then I clean it on the back of my hand and then just go in tapping motions right on the edge of the concealer. And with this, you're like creating your own cut crease, so it depends how big you want your eyes to look. The higher you go, the bigger your eye is gonna look. Now I'm going to grab this eyeshadow using the other side of the little brush I just used. It's like a little sponge, and I'm going to apply this in tapping motions right on top of the concealer, and I'm just going to be careful not to go over the crease, not to pass the concealer. And if you want more of the pigmentation of this shimmery eyeshadow, if you want it to stand out more, then you can just wet the brush with setting spray or water. Now I'm going to go back with the gray eyeshadow. It looks a little bit darker on the palette, but it's like when you blend it out, it looks gray. And I'm going to apply this on the inner corner and the outer corner, just right there in tapping motions right on the eyelid, and then start blending it out a little bit towards the center, towards the eyeshadow. I just want the outer corners to be a little bit darker. And then with my finger, I'm going to grab this eyeshadow right here. It's like pressed glitter, basically. It's just glitter. And I'm going to apply this in tapping motions on my eyelid just to add a little more shimmer to the look. Now I'm going to apply the black eyeshadow on my lower lash line, and right here it's important to use a small brush, especially since it's a dark eyeshadow. You don't want to apply too much on the lower lash line, and you want to try to apply it as close to the lash line as you can, because you don't want the space from the waterline, the eyeshadow on the lower lash line. You don't want that space in between that. So it does help if you apply the eyeshadow directly on top of the roots of your eyelashes to cover up that space. You just want to be careful not to apply any of the eyeshadow inside your eye. The eyelashes that I'm going to be applying are from my brand EyesomeLux. These are Magnetic Night Out, and it does come with an eyeliner, the liquid eyeliner. So I'm going to do a thin liner, just basic, simple, thin liner above the roots of my eyelashes. I'm not going to wing it out. And each eyelash comes with 5 magnets, so once the eyeliner dries up, I'll just pop the lashes on, and it's that easy to apply these eyelashes, and the magnets are pretty strong, so they'll just stay there all day. I'll leave the link to my website in the description box below in case you guys are interested. And now I'll just apply a little bit of the Maybelline Lash Stiletto mascara to my eyelashes on the top, just to blend the fake eyelashes and my natural lashes together. And I'm also going to apply mascara on my lower lashes, just one layer. And that was it for today's video. I really hope you guys like this look, and I hope this tutorial was helpful, especially if you're a beginner. So I hope my tips and tricks work for you too. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this look, and of course what other tutorials you want to see on my channel. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!